Merry Christmas, everybody. Today is Saturday, the 28th of December. We are in the middle of what we in the Mitchard household like to call Christmas Limbo Week. We call it Christmas Limbo Week because the week between Christmas and New Year, it's like all time loses its meaning. You don't know what day it is. Are you supposed to be celebrating? People are drinking. It's just kind of in this like weird kind of zone where you kind of feel like it's the weekend, but you kind of know it's not the weekend, and some people are working and some people aren't, and this person has this day off. This week just loses all meaning for me. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you all the presents that I got for Christmas, because some of these presents that I got, I'm going to be featuring them in future videos. I've been really blessed this year, and my family have got me loads of amazing crafty things, and I'm just so excited to just get into things. So let's just go through some of the things that we got. I will show you first what my husband got me. So my husband, he kind of got a bit of a mix of things. So something I asked for, and the rest were surprises. The first thing that I'm going to show you is this little cute gorilla pod. Like, how fab is that? Sometimes I don't think necessarily about the things that I do all the time. Like, I've been filming loads the last few sort of weeks. So my husband has realised this and thought, right, how do we kind of up her game? What's something that she can use every single day? He is absolutely amazing at getting me gifts that I don't necessarily know that I want yet. One gift that he got me 2 years ago was my Lamy fountain pen. This fountain pen, I use it every single day. It has become my go-to pen. I cannot rave enough about the Lamy pens. I never asked for a fountain pen. I didn't realise that I needed a fountain pen. Now I can't live without my fountain pen. He's absolutely amazing at just kind of understanding what I'm gonna love. This, I've already been using it every single day, even just like propping my phone up on my desk when I'm doing my makeup so I can kind of like watch my YouTube videos while I'm getting ready. This is just absolutely amazing. So this is the box that it came in, the Gorilla Pod, and it's got different sort of attachments. The one that I'm using is just a phone attachment, but you can see here that it has an attachment for camera. You can do even a torch. It's just absolutely amazing. It's got this little kind of pulley elastic, which you wouldn't think would be really strong, but oh my goodness, my phone is like stuck in there when the phone is like attached. But again, if you want to put a torch in there, you would just tighten that string. Really, really amazing gift. Super grateful. Another thing that he bought me, which I never asked for, but again, didn't realise that I needed, was a new set of headphones. Currently, the headphones that I'm using were £6 off Temu. This year I was starting a fitness journey, and I didn't want headphones that went over my ears. I had like these cheap sort of over the ear headphones, and I was like, no, I just want something that's a bit more easy, like pop something in my ears and I can be like walking around. And I didn't realise, like, these headphones that I've been using from Temu, they're absolutely amazing. They're just cheap and cheerful headphones that you can throw in your bag. I'm not worried if I lose them. It's like blah blah blah. But the quality of the recordings doesn't sound very good. It is quite tinny when you're listening to it. These are the Soundcore. Sorry, I have like literally shredded this box. I was so excited. The Soundcore noise cancelling headphones. So the actual model is Soundcore P40i. These are absolutely unreal. There's a really funny video that he took actually, which I'll insert here. Like a really like big upgrade.
Wait, ask me that again though.
What? And you can see me just like, I cannot hear a thing, and I'm shouting at him, and it's very reminiscent of when I got him his noise cancelling headphones. I was listening to these in bed last night, and it was just so lovely, just kind of drifting off to this, you know, I was listening to my Enya records, just this, and it was sending me into this like really lovely little world. So I didn't feel like I was in my own world because all the outside sound is just being cancelled. It's so good. So again, this is not something that I thought I needed, but oh my goodness. And the best thing about it, it turns into a phone stand. So when I'm in work and I'm on my lunch, I'm always like propping my phone up on things. Like I'm propping my phone up on my bag or this, that and the other. Now I can just use this when I've got my headphones in. How great is that? Such an amazing gift. Now, my husband also loves to play games. Not like mind games, but like physical games, like board games, video games. He's a gamer. So he always gets me some kind of game to play at Christmas. Now, as we all know, I absolutely love dogs. I love animals, and he bought me this. This is Spots, and this is a dice rolling game. I really like dice rolling games. I just think it's really fun. And basically you have these little dogs and you have to match up your dice and kind of complete your dog. So that is something that we're going to be playing today. Today I'm actually looking after my grandmother. So we're going to be playing some games, some board games. So Saturday the 28th of December is now board game day for us. So we're going to be cracking this open and seeing what this is like. I am so excited. Now, the last thing he got me was the thing that I asked for, and about 2 years ago, I seen a lady at a craft fair spinning yarn, and she had a wheel, there was foot pedals. It was the most mesmerising thing I've ever seen, but I don't have the room in my house for a spinning wheel, not yet. One day, if I can get my loft converted, if I can get my garage converted, then I'm going to have a space that's a dedicated art room. But until then, I learned all about hand spinning with drop spindles. And I thought, do you know what? This sounds exactly up my alley. I would love to have a go at doing some spinning, and I thought it'd make a really interesting video as well, like trying to learn how to spin and seeing what that is actually like a really cool vlog. In this kit, what you get is I've already opened this by the way, you get your drop spindle. So your drop spindle is a disc, and a bit of doweling, and then you have like a cup hook like tied into the top, screwed into the top of the doweling there. So that is that there. So what you do is you attach your wool to the top and then you spin, and then the wool, you can sort of spin it around here and you kind of like basically spin your yarn, you spin your roving. So this is actually from the Wool Barn. So this is what you get in the pack. You get links to their sites. You also get a link. I'm gonna put this down. So you also get a link page of different YouTubers that they recommend. I've actually watched this gentleman's video here, so you get that as well, and you get 4 bundles of roving or guys, I don't know the terminology. Yet. I'm gonna learn this terminology. Now, I have never worked with like proper wool before. So I've actually taken this one apart because I tried to have a little go and I thought it's Christmas Day and there's other things that I need to do. I've got to cook Christmas dinner. So I'll put it all in there. I have never worked with a natural fibre. I use acrylic blends. I wasn't really prepared for the smell. And a lot of Christmas Day was spent looking up. Why does my yarn smell like a farm yard? It has a very distinct sheepy smell that I don't know if I fully like. I don't know if so I'm going to use that because I want to learn how to spin. But whether moving forward in the future, I'll probably go back to maybe like an acrylic or something, because it has a really weird smell. It has a really strange smell. It just smells like a farm, and I'm just a bit unsure of it. I'm just a bit like, oh, like I just don't know. Googling it, people say like that is just how wool smells. If that's the case, I don't know if we're going to be moving forward with that in the future, but we're going to be using that wool for practicing and trying to do that spinning. If anybody has got any advice on spinning, please comment. If you know anything about why the wool is smelling really weird as well, please comment. Any feedback about yarn spinning, please get in touch. You can DM me on Instagram, just at Stephanie Mitchard. Let me know. That is everything off my husband. Now I'm going to move on to what my mum and dad got me. So I love essential oils. I absolutely love essential oils. I love candles. I love aromatherapy. The only problem with candles now with having a 4-year-old, my little boy is a very energetic little boy. He is very much like parkouring off the furniture. He's running around. He can't sit still for 5 minutes. He's very much like here, there and everywhere and into everything. So having an open flame, especially with the amount of books that we have, a lot of paper in this house. So I just kind of feel that lighting candles is kind of not going to be my life for a while, and it's such a shame because I've got so many lovely candles. So I was trying to think of an alternative. I asked for a diffuser. So what you do with these is you fill this basin. You fill this basin with water and your essential oils, you plug it in. What I also liked about this is you can turn this different colours. So, you know, if you're trying to create, like, you know, you want like lavender, you could make it purple. It's like, I don't know whether you're like this, but I kind of reference like smells with colours as well. So have like synesthesia, I don't know whether it's synesthesia, that's like when you're seeing colours. Is it really related to smells? I'm not too sure. I can still have the feeling of like having like my aromatherapy candles without an open flame. I just thought this was a really, really great solution, and I absolutely cannot wait to crack this open and get this working. Another thing that I am doing this year, I'm really excited about this, is I have never made a temperature blanket, and I have kind of flirted with the idea of it the last few years, and I've never fully committed to it. And this year I was like, you know what, now I am going to do it. I've been watching Tony from TL Yarn Crafts. So Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, she makes these amazing blankets, these amazing temperature blankets, and she's got loads of videos on them, so go to her channel and look her up. She's a very warm person as well. I think that like you start off her videos and she's having like a coffee, and you know, she's very, it kind of brings you into like crochet, and it makes you feel like you can accomplish anything. Like her Tunisian crochet videos, oh my gosh, to die for. So yeah, go to her channel and check it out. But she has a whole thing on like temperature blankets, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a temperature blanket. And I asked my mum and dad for wool to make a temperature blanket. And this is what I opened on Christmas Day. This giant box. So this is the wool that I got for the temperature blankets. We got loads of different colours. There's 10 different colours, and I used a website which was a planner as well. So my mum and dad didn't choose the colours of these wools. I gave them the list of the colours. There's this amazing website, and it's a planner, and it actually shows you what your blanket would actually look like. So I was working it out on 2023s and seeing what the blankets would have looked like. And what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to do 12 granny squares, a granny square per month. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to join them all with a colour, which I realised when I opened this up that I haven't chosen a colour to actually, you know, surround them all with. And I was thinking maybe just doing black. That's what I'm thinking, because I want a colour that will stand out and not take away from this autumnal palette that I've chosen. So what I'm going to do is work each square up to 34. Obviously you're going to have February with 28, but the rest of them are either going to have 30 or 31 days. So I'm going to make each square up to 34. I'm going to have these granny squares that are made of 34 rows, and then at the very end I'm going to surround it completely. Now I'm thinking black, I am thinking black, whether I can get like a black brown colour. The darkest wool is this one here, which is chocolate. I will definitely get a darker brown than this. But maybe I'll go black, because I kind of do love it when a granny square is surrounded by black yarn. I love that. I think it's really, really pretty. Who knows? We'll decide. We've got until the end of January to decide that. Now, another favourite yarn that I have is the Cedar Jewel Spun. I have raved about this already on this channel. I love the Cedar Jewel Spun. And I made a jumper this year out of the Citrine Sunrise, and I absolutely loved what it looked like when it was getting worked up. And I thought, you know what? I am gonna make another jumper, but out of this. So this is called Golden Green. When you see the swatch of this worked up, it is absolutely stunning. I got 3 balls of it, which should be enough. let's hope this should be enough. And I'm so grateful to them. I'm so happy. Also, it came in this really lovely little bag as well, so I can keep my little project in this bag. I mean, you know what it's like when you're crocheting, when you have like little bags. There's so many like little tote bags just full of wool all over my house, and I'm so excited. So that was the wool. That was what I got off my mum and dad. I'm just like so happy. Another passion of mine is drawing. I love drawing, I love painting, and it's something, especially this year, I wanted to throw myself back into, and I never did. It was something that I kind of wrote down at the start of the year, what a goal was to try to get back into my drawing again. I think what some people don't realise, especially with drawing, like artists, you will get this. Art is something that you have to practice, it's something that you have to push yourself to do. And the last few years, I've kind of, it's maybe a strong thing to say, but fallen out of love with keeping a sketchbook. I keep sketchbooks or I keep journals. That's what I've been doing, is a lot of writing, a lot of journaling. But daily sketching is something that I don't do anymore. And it's something that I really do miss. One thing I struggle with is trying to juggle all of the different projects that I have in my head. There's so many things that I love to do. I love miniatures. I love miniatures. I love crochet. I absolutely love making crochet stuff. I love painting. I love drawing. I love making things with clay. How am I supposed to fit all that in my life? It's so difficult, it's so hard. Now, one of the reasons why I always go to crochet is because it's something that I can do on the go. I can take it on the train, I can take it to work, I can take it to my mum and dad's house very easily. It's very, very portable. So when I'm like caring for my grandmother, bag of wool, sitting there watching the telly with her, keeping her company, I can take that with me. It's something that I can do watching the telly with my family. So when I'm sat, you know, in the evening and Jackson's like sitting on the rug playing with his toys, my husband's like watching, you know, a film, I can sit there and I can crochet, or if he's playing a game, I can sit there and crochet. So it's something that it's a very kind of social thing. With drawing, I used to sit and draw. I used to just sit and watch on the telly and be like sketching. And I think because I've not been practicing so much, that I'm finding that really hard. And also, the fear of this blank page staring back at me is something that is very overwhelming. It's very, very, very overwhelming. So it's something this year that I'm really going to push myself, and I've started looking at 30-day challenges, and I'm going to really push myself and see what I can do. Now, one thing I really loved working with years ago was marker pens. I was a big fan of the Pro markers, again, expensive pens. Now, I'd seen a lot of YouTubers using these, the ohuhu, I think that's how you call them, ohuhu. I don't know, maybe ohuhu, that's how I'm seeing it, that's how I'm saying it, that's what they are in my head, ohuhu. And I thought, you know what, this actually, I'm gonna take a gamble. There was kind of like a lot of positive and then a lot of kind of like, I wouldn't say negative, but kind of mid. I think there's like a mid-range. So my mum and dad have bought me these. They've got a really great front pocket, so you can like store things there. And there's 160 pens in this. So this is what you get. You get these swatches. I'm going to do a review video on these as well, so I'm going to have a little, go with them, do my little swatches. When I open these on Christmas Day, my niece, oh my gosh, my niece, she's 3 years old, but she is a crafty girl. She is a crafty girl. She is going to grow up and she is going to be my crafty pal. I can foresee this. I know that this is going to happen. So she loves, when I sit and crochet, she loves to sort of sit and watch, and she's already learning. So she sits in my house and I'll give her a crochet hook and she gets a pull the yarn, she just wraps it around the yarn and she's like, I'm crocheting, and it's like we sit together like we're in a little yarn circle. But at Christmas Day I had my crochet and she was sat proper tucked into me, and I was talking and teaching her how to do a double crochet. She was struggling doing it. She was holding my hand and we were kind of working the yarn together, but talking her through what I'm actually looking at, what I'm actually doing. I said to her mum, which is my sister, and her husband, her dad, I was saying, you know what, she is going to learn to crochet. She's going to learn to crochet, whether she likes it or not. She's going to be my little crochet buddy, and each year we're going to go to all the yarn shows together, and that's going to be mine and her thing. But she also loves art and she loves drawing and she loves pens. So when I opened this on Christmas Day, she was just so excited. She was like, oh, pens. She's got the cutest way of talking. So when you open these up, these actually fully come out. So it's like front and back. And I opted, what I also like about these pens is they do different versions. I think with the Pro markers, I think they only kind of had the chisel tip on one end and then the bullet end. So these are fine liner and brush. That's what I chose. I love that they have like these neons at the end as well. I can't wait to get into these. I'm so excited. I'm gonna seal that up. So yeah, they are the markers that I got. And they also came with this. I got their branded book as well. How thick is that? Now this does seem a little daunting to me. We're looking at a lot of white pages there. A lot of white pages. A lot of white pages. But this is marker paper, so it's not going to bleed through. It's so smooth. What's also really good as well is they have this perforated edge, which is like here, you can see the perforated edge. I think the Winsor & Newton books also have those perforated edges in their ring bound and also in their sort of hardbound books. So really, really grateful that they bought me this. It's also got this really lovely textured cover as well. I don't know whether you can see, whether the light's kind of making that move. You can kind of see that lovely texture on the book. So happy about that. So that is something that I'm going to try and implement 20 minutes a day. Try and like maybe get that up and try and see what I can create. And maybe I'll make some videos on it. Very excited about that. Oh, another thing that you also got in there is you've got spare nibs, which I thought was really helpful because I don't think I've ever had that before. When I bought a set of markers, I've not had like spare nibs. Now, I mentioned miniatures. I love miniatures. I love watching YouTube videos where it's like an hour-and-a-half long video of someone making a real life kit. It's one of my favourite things to just sit and watch. Me and my little boy, we get in bed and we put the projector on. And that's like one of our calming things. What we do together is we just sit and just watch someone putting together a real life kit. It's always set to like lovely classical music, so it's a nice sort of downtime kind of video like that we like to watch. This year I started making the greenhouse and I am having so much fun. I'm nearly done with all the pieces. I just need to make the physical part. So I'm nearly done with making the greenhouse kit. Now, one of the kits that I seen, like a witchy emporium, maybe like an apothecary, like that kind of thing. And I saw it and just thought, oh my god, that's so neat. My sister bought me it for Christmas. My sister and my brother-in-law, they got me this. I am so excited to make this, to have this little Kiki's Magic Emporium. Is it not the most adorable little witch shop? I can't wait to have this made and displayed on my bookshelf in the living room. I'm so excited. Now, the plans that I have for my greenhouse is I actually bought some Sylvanian families houses as well, some Sylvanian family dolls houses. And I'm going to have the greenhouse coming off the Sylvanian families house. Now, I bought 2 on eBay. They came as part of a set. And the plans I had for the other one was to make it into like a haunted doll's house. We are a Halloween family. We are more of a Halloween family than a Christmas family. And I have this idea of doing a Halloween village rather than a Christmas village that I can bring out every year. And I feel like this is just going to be such an amazing addition to that Halloween feel that I can have out all year round. But yeah, very excited about this. I can't wait to crack this open. My best friend Liz also got me an amazing present this year as well. It's also kind of funny. So we love Love is Blind. Now, before anyone judges me, I understand that it's a slightly controversial show. I know that it is kind of like chewing gum for the brain. I know that, you know, you can think and make of it what you will, but it is something that I love to watch. It's like one of the only reality shows that I love to just indulge in. And my friend Liz also super indulges in it. And one of the things that we love is the wine situation, those gold glasses that everybody drinks out of. It's also a show that my husband watches with me as well, and it's something that he loves. And Liz got me these. It's the Love is Wine glasses. And oh my gosh, now the purpose of these on the show is so you can't see how much like wine, it's like continuity. This is so funny. When I opened this, I couldn't stop laughing. The Love is wine glasses. So it also looked really nice on our Christmas table, having these like super like, you know, gold glasses. So, oh, I was so excited by this. And now every time I drink from them, I'm just like, love is wine, love is wine. I just love it. Now, another thing Liz got me is this necklace. This absolutely beautiful necklace. It's full of different charms. I just think that this is such a thoughtful gift. I have had this on every single day since she gave it to me. Some of the charms she made herself as well, like this. Oh, where is it? She also made this charm herself out of clay. And there was a whole thing where, bless her heart, she was making loads of little charms, and Liz lives in the city and she had them out kind of drying because she was using this like spray varnish, and then seagulls dive bombed because they thought that it was food, and then she lost loads of the charms that she'd made, and then some went down a storm drain and it was like a whole thing. But luckily these survived, and now I have this really beautiful necklace that I've had so many compliments on. She did so well. She's just so creative. My little boy loves sharks, and she had these dungarees and she stitched on a pocket that has loads of sharks on the front with a zipper, and she filled that pocket with sharks, and it's a shark pocket. And on the jeans as well, there's a shark on the sort of the pocket on the bum and on like the leg as well. He is obsessed. He is obsessed. It was like I had to like try to prize these jeans off him. They're in the wash right now, and oh my gosh, everywhere he went, like yesterday he was wearing them, and we went to my other friend's house, and when he took his jumper off, he just had this giant bulging pocket that had about 20 sea creatures in. So it was such a creative, thoughtful gift. Such a creative, thoughtful gift. My in-laws also sent me some lovely presents as well. So first what I opened was these lovely wools. Look at those cakes. I love a self-striping yarn. Aren't they absolutely stunning? Such a thoughtful gift, because if you know somebody who crafts, if you know somebody who creates, if you know somebody who's like a knitter or a crocheter, you cannot go wrong buying them wool. Buying them wool is one of the best presents in the entire world, because it's something that they can sit and they can work with and use. And this is just so thoughtful. I need to think of some projects. I know that there's on this one it gives you a suggestion of a sort of neck scarf. This one hasn't got a suggestion, but I'm gonna think of something to use these in. I am so hyped about cracking these open. Really, really thoughtful present. Another really thoughtful present that they got me was this. So it's Life Below Stairs. It's a National Trust book about life in a Victorian and Edwardian houses. I've been watching a lot of Downton Abbey recently. I've just rewatched the whole series, rewatched the movies, and I'll be honest with you, I'm rewatching it again. Do you ever get like that when you have like a show that you just have like a comfort show and it's just something to just stick on in the background? Right now for me, that's Downton Abbey. So this is just such a lovely, thoughtful gift. I'm going to read the back. This lively, anecdotal social history pushes open the green baize door at some of Britain's grandest houses. Contemporary letters, journals, and archived photographs reveal secret lives of servants, their public personas, and private passions. This is exactly what I need to be reading right now. Really thoughtful gift, really, really appreciative. So that is what I got for Christmas this year, and obviously some plans for 2025. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any thoughts on what I got, if you got the same, or you just want to tell me what you got for Christmas, please comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.